Village of Pennicamp resident Doc Templeton has only had his dream car on the road a short time. That's because it just went through a complete restoration, as we'll hear about in this week's edition of Love My Ride.
You're looking at a 1966 Chevy Chevelle Super Sport with a 350 cubic inch engine, 4-barrel, aluminum. I've had it personally a little over a year. Actually, it belonged to a very good friend of mine, John Joseph. His wife, Holly, found this car out in the field, and she encouraged him to buy it, and he took it home. And unfortunately was not able to restore it before his passing. It was shipped to North Carolina to Holly's son-in-law, and he also didn't have really the time to restore the car. So I approached him and said, why don't I take the car to Florida, completely restore it, and give it back to you? Just like that, because I like doing things like that. And he said, why don't you do that and then just keep it? It was actually not in really rough shape. It needed mostly chrome pieces that had, you know how chrome deteriorates and gets rough on the outside. Mostly needed chrome replacement, which I did. I had all the chrome replaced. It was in the body shop, had a complete overhaul of the body. Everything was taken off, rust removed, you know, cleaned up, painted, etc. It was kind of a copper gold color, yeah, at the time when they found it. I made it Marina blue, which is one of the blues of this year. And to me, a Chevelle is not a Chevelle unless it's blue. This was a Chevelle Malibu, and I turned it into a Super Sport, because it's got all the deckings and all the interior pieces of a Super Sport. I had to be very careful and do a lot of research on that, but we got it back to where it's a Super Sport now. It's a 350 cubic inch, has an aluminum Edelbrock manifold, a Holley 4-barrel carburetor. Well, that's one thing John had done, is he had put a 350 engine in it, and so the motor was good. It's a 370 horse dynoed 370. It's pretty powerful. The interior was completely redone. Like I said, the man that did the painting on the car took the dashboard completely out and had it painted, took all the seats out, everything. Doors off, fenders off, hood, everything. It's got a Power Glide 2-speed transmission. John wanted that in there because that's what racers use. I just got it back really from all this long process of rehabilitation, so I haven't really had the chance to drive it yet. It rides like the old classic cars did. You know, this is not a luxury car. This is a classic hot rod, if you will. So it's a little rough, but it's not bad. It's just a very, very classic 60s car that everybody loves. You know, everybody loved the classics back then. And it has all the lines and features of the old classics, and that's what I really like about it. I get a lot of looks, I get a lot of horn honks and thumbs ups. We're just going to have a lot of fun with it, take it to the shows on the square, and let other people appreciate its classic look also. That's my hot rod.
If you happen to see Doc cruising in his Chevelle, give him a thumbs up and look for more in Saturday's Daily Sun.